all those months and months ago when I got asked by Staff-san, "Hey Ike, what do you want to do for your 3D?" So I came up with some ideas, and I just completely, unironically, just said okay, so for the very end, I would like to sing with Hatsune Miku. And they didn't say no. They didn't say no. They said oh, that's a nice idea. And then months passed. Months and months. So I was not expecting it to happen. But then one day I just get a ping from staff just saying "Okay, Ike, so regarding your guest being Hatsune Miku," I'm just "What do you mean? You got her?" She said yes. And yeah. Here we are. She was incredibly professional. The day that we were doing that, when we were rehearsing, I got to meet her. We got to speak just a little bit, not a whole lot, but Miku-chan is very professional. She's very professional. She is just as cute as she looks in person, on screen, as she is in person. She was very, very lovely. She was very kind. I was very nervous. I was stuttering a lot and relying quite a bit on Mane-san to interpret some of the things that I was saying because my Japanese was completely falling apart. We didn't have any sort of choreography planned. Everything was just sort of off the cuff. The only thing we did plan was certain moves for Minna Miku Miku shite ageru. And of course, Miku-chan, being the professional that she is, completely aced it, and I did my best to try and keep up. By the way, did you see my jumps? Did you see my jumps? Do you know how much I practiced that and to do that in a way that wouldn't break my ankles? If you are brave and won't hurt yourself, I challenge you to do what I did. You jumped so high. I did. I had a little spring in my step. I was so energetic. Jumping in heels is insane. I've done so before. For those of you that saw Lexium, you know that I'm quite agile in heels, but this was something else. This was something new. And of course, I also gotta thank the Krypton staff that were on site. Krypton staff were there. They were very, very kind. I'm so incredibly grateful that I was given this opportunity and that they even came out to the actual shoot and accompanied everybody that was working behind the scenes. It was really incredible to meet them. I got to say that thanks to Hatsune Miku, I'm here. That's the reason I'm here. If it wasn't for Vocaloid and Hatsune Miku, I never would have wanted to start singing. I never would have wanted to start making music. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be in Niji Sanji. I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have been able to do this. Nostalgia hitting me, bro. You're right. Would it not be an Ike Eveland 3D debut if it wasn't completely enamored with Rojinkai? It was basically a Rojinkai. It's just old songs out the wazoo. Sign, Mukuro Attack, Hajimete no to, Minna Miku Miku ni shite ageru. Rojinkai desu ne. When staff told me that they wanted to do a little bit of a Nico Nico Doga reference during Minna Miku Miku ni shite ageru, with the comments scrolling by on the screen, and I just thought that was such a nice idea, and I was like, please, yes, do that. That is my childhood. That's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. I watched Nico Nico Doga just like that, watching the comments scroll by. I did ask Miku-chan if we could take a couple of pictures, and she very, very kindly and graciously agreed to take a picture. I feel like I need to get this printed out and framed or something like that. Can you believe that this is a real picture? This is a real, actual picture? I don't know if you saw, but I completely freaked out when she started singing. And I had to calm down, and then she sort of gestured to come, stand next to me. Let's sing together. It's full screen? Okay, here you go. Here's full screen. I'll post this later. I promise I'll post this later. And I tried to get my nerves under control and continue singing like nothing was wrong. Non-edited real picture. Yep. Of completely official. Completely official. I can also say now, I said that I got a lot of stuff from Japan, a lot of gifts, but I couldn't talk about it. This is why, because almost all of the gifts were from Krypton Future Media. They gave me 2 giant freaking bags full of goods and merch and things like that. There were several figurines. There was a Blu-ray of Magical Mirai. There was a bunch of other stuff. Like I have it laying around somewhere. I don't have it with me right now, but yeah, getting all of that into my suitcase and going back was quite the challenge, but I pulled it off. I also got like a cute little Miku plushie from them, and she's wearing a Santa outfit. It's really, really cute. So since these are gifts directly from Krypton, I cherish them so much. Some of the figures are actually kind of unusual. Like they are kind of old. They're a little bit vintage. So I don't know if I have something very rare on my hands. I did know that I didn't own any of the Miku figures that they actually gave me. So yay, I'm very happy about that. And of course, we have the Miku photo. And after that, we have... I specifically asked to take a Hatsune Miku picture with the negi. When we took this picture, the Krypton staff was like laughing a lot behind the scenes because like, oh, it's Hatsune. And during the performance of Hajimete no Oto, or during the rehearsal and everything, I heard from Mane-san a little bit later while they were like with all 3D staff, like behind the scenes, when we were just walking around and like practicing and rehearsing. Like whenever Miku would do anything, apparently everybody would constantly just go, kawaii, kawaii. They would just constantly say that all the time. And one of the EN managers, who is a fellow Vocaboomer, I've talked about them before, that we constantly end up talking about Project Diva during the meetings that we've had. He told me that he got really emotional during Hajimete no Oto and couldn't like hold back his tears. And I just gave him the biggest hug. I'm just like, oh, thank you. Like, you understand. You get me. Let's see, what do we have after this? Oh yeah, we took this. We took this picture too. This one is also kind of cute. Let me just put these on full screen for you as well. There's the Hatsune picture that we took together, as well as this picture. So cute. So cute. さすがMiku-chan. Miku-chan はいつも可愛いでしょ. And then the final picture that we took was just us standing around a little bit, listening to some of the people talking to us. And I tried to be as polite as possible. Like, I did so much bowing. I did so much bowing that day. You have no idea. My head was spinning with how much bowing I was doing. But I hope that Miku-chan had as much fun as I did. She was a pleasure to work with. She took time out of her very busy schedule to appear on this very special day for me, and I don't think I will forget that for as long as I'm alive.
皆さん、世界一の歌姫、初音ミクさんに聞いていただきました。
皆さんこんにちは、初音ミクです。よろしくお願いします。そしてアイクさん、3D お披露目おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。いや、まさかミクさん来てもらえると思ってなかったな。すごく驚いてます。
喜んでくれてよかった。私もこの晴れの舞台に呼んでいただいてとても嬉しいです。
いや、僕もすっごく嬉しいです。
リスナーの皆さんも私のこと知ってくれているかな。
もちろん知ってるよ。例えば僕には、初音ミク、初めての歌を聴いた時をきっかけに、自分も歌いたいと思い始めたいと思いまして、文具として曲作りも始めて、その大切な旅があってからこそ今の自分があると思いますので、初音ミクさんに大変感謝しております。
ありがとうございます。私もアイクさんの歌を聴きましたが、 本当に素晴らしいと思います。
そうですか。ありがとうございます。すごく嬉しいです。ところでミクさん、
何ですか？
ミクちゃんって呼んでもいいかな？それともミクさん？
それならアイクさんが普段呼んでる呼び方で呼んでください。
それならミクちゃんでしましょうね。ミクちゃんと共演できて本当に嬉しいです。今日は僕の 3D を広めに来てくれて本当にありがとうございます。本当に楽しい時間でした。
ありがとうございます。とても嬉しいです。私もとっても楽しかった。
よかったです。僕もすっごく楽しかった。本当はもっと話したいけど残念ながらもうお別れの時間になりました。改めてミクちゃんと共演できたことを心から感謝します。この 3D 広めを見てくれたリスナーさん、そしてゲストのみんな、スタッフさん、本当にありがとうございました。ミクちゃんも来てくれて本当にありがとう。
こちらこそ。
最後に僕の好きなこの曲で終わりたいと思いますが、ミクちゃんもういいですか？
もちろん。せーの。
みんなミクミクにしてあげる。